So let's look at chapter 10, chapter test, question 7. In here, you can see there is a frustum, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, and it is a right pyramid. The upper base and the lower base are squares, which have the sides of 2 cm and 6 cm. The height of the pyramid, phi, E, F, G, H, is 4 cm, which means the small one, the small pyramid, the height is 4 cm. And now they ask for the big pyramid, phi A, B, C, D. What is the height of it? So when we look at the diagram, you can see that they didn't label the height. So we can always label it ourselves. So when you find the unknown, it's easier for you to call it. So this is SR, and for the small one, we can actually label it as well. So let's call this P, let's call this Q. So if you find it hard to see, we can actually draw the front view of the pyramid as well. So here, this is the front view, and we cut it into half. This is the height Vs, and this is RQP. So let's look at what they gave you. The height of the small pyramid, they gave you 4 cm. And now they're asking the height of the big pyramid, which is your Vs, which is not given. And there's other information is given to you, which is the sides of the square base. So 6 cm and also 2 cm. So it's here. So here, the whole thing here is 2 cm, and this whole thing here is 6 cm. So therefore, we can write it out separately first. So with the notation, we know that PQ equals half of your FG, and therefore half times 2 cm equals 1 cm. And SR is half times AB, so half times 6 cm, which is 3 cm. So this 1 and 3 is not given in the question, so you always have to tell me how you get your 1 and 3. And if we look at that, we have to find the height. So here, when you got 2 pyramids, so this first one here, and then this one here, the big one. So if you look carefully, you can actually say that the big one is a similar shape as your small one. So when they're similar, then you can use your ratio. Always remember, when the shapes are similar, you can use your ratio. So I can write out as well. So because all the angles are the same, so therefore we can compare the length. So phi P to phi S equals, the ratio are the same for the different length. So PR to SR should be equals to phi P to phi S. So 4 cm to phi S is the height, which we don't know yet, and then 1 cm to 3 cm. And therefore, phi S is equals to 12 cm. And therefore, the height of the pyramid, phi A, B, C, D, is 12 cm. So once you got the height and they asked for the volume of the frustum, then volume of frustum is just equals to the volume of the big pyramid, phi A, B, C, D, minus the volume of the small pyramid, phi E, F, G, H. So therefore, part B, we can just say volume of frustum equals volume of the big pyramid minus the small one. Okay, so volume of the pyramid. So what do we know about the volume of pyramid? So volume of pyramid is the first volume we learn in this chapter. So volume of pyramid is actually 1/3 times your base area. In here, the base area is a square of side 6, and then the height is what you got in your part A. So this is the volume of the big pyramid, and then minus the small one, 1/3, and then it is a square base again. So 2 is the sides of it, so 2 cm is given here. So square it times the height 4. So when you put it into your calculator, you should have 138 and 2/3 cm cube. So remember your units. So this one here, the question is about pyramid. So you can think about it. This chapter, you have pyramid, you have cone, you have sphere, and when it comes to frustum, there's always the cone frustum or the pyramid frustum. So you can assume that, or you can, it give you a hint already. They might always ask for the frustum question, because when they ask for frustum, they can already test for your volume of pyramid or volume of cone already. So they can test you more than one things in one question. So usually in the test or exam, the questions won't be that straightforward. So this one here, the first part A, they try to see if you can see the ratio are equals for two of those pyramid. Then you can use the relationship between the ratios of the length to find the height of the pyramid VABCD. And then with the height, you can find the volume of your frustum. So therefore, please make sure you read the questions carefully, and always is a good idea to draw the diagram on the side for